Qualifying for the 73rd edition of the Monster Energy FIM Motocross of Nations kicked off with the MXGP race here in Assen in the Netherlands. Jeremy Seewer grabbed a whole shot, and then he was quickly passed though by Jorge Prado of Spain. Just behind them, Tim Geiser and the number 10 of Dean Ferris. Ferris slipped at the inside of Geiser with Jeremy Van Hoorbeek in blue just behind them. But then Prado fell from the lead on lap 3 and he was down in 6th place. Jeremy Seewer then took over the lead for Switzerland, and that's a position that he retained. Prado then started to charge his way back through the field. Jason Anderson, number 13 for USA, was also on a charge. He made that move on Ferris to move himself up into 5th. Prado continued to push on, but so too did Jeffrey Hurlings. He put the squeeze on Gauthier Paulin as he started to find his way from a poor start. He kept on pushing, and then he too found his way past Anderson in the latter stages of the race, and he came home to finish in 5th place. But it was a win for Jeremy Seewer. Geiser was 2nd, Van Hoorbeek 3rd, Prado and Hurlings your top 5. This is how it finished after race 1. Seewer, Geiser, Van Hoorbeek, Prado, Hurlings, Anderson, Bengtson and Paulin.
I did. I mean, it's not an official MXGP race, but still it is amazing. You know, I got a good start from 16th gate pick and could, you know, find a good rhythm, follow Prado, and I saw him making some small mistakes, and I felt like I have a bit more, like, you know, safety in my riding because it's quite sketchy out there. But then he made a mistake. I could pass, and from that lap found a good rhythm and could, you know, manage to win, which feels amazing. And now I think the pressure is a bit off for Team Switzerland to qualify and stuff, so we will be good for tomorrow.
In the MX2 category, over on the far side, gate number 4, but gate pick number 31, Justin Cooper of the USA, swept around everybody else and cut to the inside just ahead of Kyle Webster, number 11 of Australia. That was the opening lap. Just behind him in 3rd was Dylan Walsh of New Zealand. Calvin Verlander in around about 10th place for the home nation, the Netherlands, and Maxime Renault even further back in 16th on the opening lap. He eventually carved his way through the field as Thomas Olsen fell briefly. He would re-emerge at the checkered flag in 6th place. Adam Sterry fell from 5th for Team Great Britain. He would eventually come home in 13th position on his Kawasaki. Kyle Webster then fell off track, but he re-emerged in that 3rd place. And Kevin Horgmo eventually started to pull through as well, but after finding his way past Dylan Walsh, he was followed through there by the number 17 of Jago Kietz, and then Horgmo of Norway crashed into a back marker, and he would eventually come home in 8th place. Verlander got himself in the 2nd, just ahead of Webster, but it was a win, first time out for Justin Cooper of the USA. Calvin Verlander came home 2nd for the Netherlands, Webster for Australia 3rd, Kietz Belgium 4th, Ferrato Italy 5, Olsen, Walsh and Horgmo.
Yeah, I knew I had a good jump, but held it on in there. Didn't really expect to come out first, but did. So I felt pretty good knowing I came from the outside and did that. So that was a big monkey off my back. Just didn't ride too good. Was kind of fighting with the bike a little bit, but this track's really tough. It's breaking down more and more each lap, and we don't really have time to see much of it. So good to get out there, get our moto pace in, and make some changes, maybe come out a little bit stronger for tomorrow's motos. I'd like to give it up to the whole team, Team USA, for they put in so much sacrifice to get here. Thankful to get this win for them, and just everyone supporting me back from the team. Star Racing Yamaha, Kamiya Yamaha for all the hospitality out here in Europe. Thor Parts Unlimited, Bell, Alpine Star, my mom and dad for coming out here for me, and just it's good to get the monkey off the back of this qualifying race win and go into tomorrow strong.
The final qualifying race of the day was the open category, and from gate number 8 it was Team Belgium in blue for Kevin Strybos. He led the way. He was closely followed by the end of the lap though by the number 99, the Latvian of Paul Jonas, and number 12 of Regan Dovey of Australia, and then Harry Kulas was in there as well, so too the number 6 of Glenn Coldenhoff. Coldenhoff started to methodically pick his way through the field because he knew that after 2 races the Netherlands were through on 7, so too were Belgium. And that pass there from Jonas on Strybos meant that there were no problems there either. Duffy made a slight mistake. He eventually re-emerged from 3rd in 6th. Sean Simpson put on a charge as well to come home on the number 9 KTM in 4th for Great Britain. And Zach Osborne didn't make a great start. for Team USA, but he plugged away to come home in 8th place as Koltonov fell from 3rd. Briefly, he picked himself up, didn't lose any positions. Pauls Jonas, the first Latvian to win a qualifying race at the Motocross of Nations in history. Kevin Strybos came home 2nd for Belgium. Koltonov 3rd, Simpson 4th, Hercules, Regan Duffy, Jordi Tixier and Zach Osborne were your top 8.
You know, it's always nice to race for your own country, and especially to get a win. I think that's first ever Latvia win in qualifier or whatever, so it feels good. Just like in the start, I was a little bit got a wheel spin on the gate, and then I lost the drive a bit, but overall I felt quite good, and just first laps tried to pass Strybos, and then after just control the race, because the track is easy to make mistakes and easy to crash because it's like soft and slippery in the top, but underneath is hard. So let's hope that for tomorrow the weather stays good and we'll have a good racing.